कोलकाता
Smoking causes cancer. धूम्रपानले कर्करोग हुन्छ.
मलाई डुब्नुदेखि डर लाग्छ.
ओके रातो टिफिन बक्स एउटा खाली रातो टिफिन बक्स लिएर आउनु.
कस्तो खाली रातो टिफिन बक्स?
डर पनि साथै लिएर आउनु.
साँच्चै म मेरो डर बोकेर आउनु?
टोकन नम्बर इज 666.
कहाँ तर कता
Bob. सुत सन्चो हुन्छ.
Patient number 666, Avachitida. Main door बाट हैन, take the lift. Bob, तिमीलाई ढिलो भएन?
म त अघिदेखि यही थिएँ.
त्यो मलाई देऊ. मलाई देऊ युकी
हजुर
म क्यान्टरदेखि बोल्दैछु तिम्रो अपोइन्टमेन्ट फिक्स भएको छ
हो र
तिम्रो उमेर
21
ब्लड ग्रुप
एबी पोजिटिभ
छोटकरीमा आफ्नो डरको विषयमा मलाई केही भन्न सक्छौ
मलाई व्हील चेयरदेखि डर लाग्छ मलाई व्हील चेयरदेखि पुरा डर
डरैको पखेटा लाएर उड्छु चारैतिर म देख्छु जे डरले देखाउँछ Oh no Oh no
With that absolute gem of a film, here we bring an end to the national fiction category. It is going to be one tough fight, people, and I think there is no doubt about it. Moving on, the next part of our show is a revolutionary concept of a talk shop. It's neither a talk nor a workshop. And well, our guest for the session is definitely going to talk shop. We have none other than Mr. Mike Berry, the final jury of our festival, the jury of Emmy and BAFTA, and the founder of Golden Tulip Films to moderate the session. So can we please have you on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Mike Berry?
And during Sir Comes Down, we would also like to thank our sponsors once again. the Korean Culture Center, our country partners, the Colombo International Students Film Festival, and the Digital Film Academy Sri Lanka Foundation, our official international festival partners, ONGC, our co-sponsors, Kingdom of Dreams, our entertainment partners, Dainik Jagran City Plus and Telka, our print media partners, Youth Time and Your Story or Online, our media partners, our associate partners, Greaves Cotton and Punjab National Bank, Bishberry and our crowdfunding partners, and Lota Bachpan, our social cause partners. Further, we would also like to thank Intas Pharmaceuticals Limited for their support of the event. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Berry.
We welcome you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thanks to all your organizers, would-be filmmakers, I think it's so, and the principal, the staff, guests, and all my dear friends. I think this is the first film festival organized by the students, especially in your college. I was watching few of the films by different institutions, NIT, Satyajit Ray, Chennai and others. Really, these films, we can say, is superb, and we can say that our film world is looking forward for these all would-be filmmakers, and we need it. You know, before I start further, I would like to mention about the filmmaking. Filmmaking is a part of communication, and media is one of the part of that communication, and filmmaking is part of that media. Communication itself is a very, very vast subject itself. Filmmaking is a mode of communication between the different communities, different religion, and different people, and different countries. Best mode of communication so far what I learned from different film festivals across the world. Because filmmaking itself is you can say, it's a glamorous world, and the people and the students maximum they offer filmmaking instead of other mode of communications. It has a lot of money, a lot of glamour, a lot of appreciations, and a lot of fame. That's why today I'm here in this film festival. I hardly know any other mode of communication which the people are celebrating as the festivals. There are two modes basically, television and another is filmmaking. In filmmaking, one of the most important aspects is audience behavior. I was just talking to a few of the girls here about the filmmaking, and when I asked these people, girls, why you want to become a filmmaker and what's the end result? Are they making for money making, or just for the fame, or just for as a hobby? I think so. Nowadays, in such a hard time, people they always wants to opt a best profession, and that profession they think that the filmmaking is one of the best profession among all professions. And the real fact of that filmmaking is also very hard, difficult to get the audience. Recently, I was in the States in Emmy International Film Awards. One of the students from New York Films Academy, he asked me, "Sir, how to get the money if I'm making a documentary? I'm hardly get the money out of the documentaries." The same case of filmmaking also. For that, you have to learn the basic concept of the audience behavior. Audience behavior and the marketing are the two sides of the same coin. And in India is third largest filmmakers and the film revenue across the world. You must know one country, one place is Hollywood. And next is India. Can you tell me which is the third country? Do you have any idea which is the third country in the across the world who's making maximum revenue out of the filmmaking or the documentary or the television? Do you have any idea? Which one is the third largest country of this world who's making maximum movies and maximum revenue out of the filmmaking? Nobody knows. Nigeria. Nigeria is the third largest country for the filmmaking. Why? Very simple. Why? They understand the audience behavior. Whatever movies they are making as per the audience behavior. What the audience needs, requirements, and the mood of the audience. And they make their films according to the best screenplays as per the psycho of a audience. They keep changing their pattern of screenplays. They keep changing every third day, every third month or 4 months. They keep changing their methodology of the screenplay. Their revenue is next to India, but the number of films they are making half of the India. Quite simple, because in India you won't get hardly the best screenplay writers. They never write a screenplay as per the audience behavior, what the audience needs. This is a problem. Why? Because we hardly knows the difference between the script, storyline, script, and the screenplay. If I ask you what is the difference between the script and the screenplay, hardly I think so 5% people will say yes, this is called the script and this is called the screenplay. And we always try to copy the screenplays from the others' plots. We watch 5 Hollywood movies, 5 British Academy movies, and we make one Hindi movie out of it. After all, we all are would-be filmmakers of this world. We have to innovate. We have to understand the psychology of a human beings. We have to understand what 17 kind of different psychology of a human being, not the 18th. There are only 17 kind of human psychologies. We have to learn before starting of your movie for whom I'm making, what classification, and when I will finish, and how much revenue I will get. This is called the films management. And films management, other side is called the psychology of human beings, psychology of a audience is called the audience behavior. Though the filmmaking is a very interesting subject, if you have the passion to make a filming, you will become a very good filmmaker. If you don't have the passion, if you have the only eyes towards the money, then it's better to opt some other profession. Filmmaking is a creativity plus passion. Creativity never hired from outside. Creativity never taken from outside. Creativity is a creation within your mindset. And what is mindset is again the audience behavior. You're one of the audience. Minded one thing. If you are a filmmaker, you're also a human being. If you are a human being, you also have a one kind or other kind of the human psychology. You have to understand the mindset of a human. This is 101st year of filmmaking in India. In 101 years, we have achieved part of it. Why? Whatever we are teaching to our students. I remember when I was in NS3 long time back. Then as part of the Colombian Films Hollywood, when I gone there, I find that a lot of difference in filmmaking and the teaching pattern in filmmaking. Because we think that filmmaking is a very easy task. It's not an easy task, filmmaking. First of all, we have to understand ourselves before making any project. Why? I told you in my earlier lecture, filmmaking is a part of the communication. You're communicating to the audiences. You have to make a films on the value based. Whenever we attend film festivals in across the world, and whenever the chief of a juries, they communicate us, they simply say, you have to give marks as per the value of the subject. You have to understand the soul of the subject. You have to understand the inside of the subject, what they are transforming, what the filmmaker is transforming to the audiences, what is conveying, what is the subject, and whether that is justified or not. In India, we produce approximately 300 movies only in Hindi belt. It's North belt. And across the India, we produce 1,000 movies a year. And out of 1,000 movies, we hardly able to release about 30%. Why 30%? Why not the 80% like in Hollywood? Why not in Nigeria people? Nigeria people, they produce 100 movies, suppose in 1 year, they release 100 movies, exactly the same number. Because we never understand the psychology of the audiences here in India. Though there are very good filmmakers, very creative filmmakers, creativity doesn't pay much. That's why there is the Karan Johar or Yash Chopra release films. They never play with the audience behavior. They always play with their gimmicks of filmmaking. And we like that. If we combine creativity with a commercial angle, definitely we will achieve. And I'm sure in another 5 to 10 years, if we combine both creativity with the commercial angles, we will cross Hollywood and Nigeria. And for that, I request all the faculty over here, we have to teach students the basic concepts of the filmmaking on the basis of audience behavior. Filmmaking itself is a project. It's a complete project like other projects we're making, like in IT and other sectors. Filmmaking is a project. And that project we have to go as per the ethics of our business modalities. Each and every business says you have to be sincere in your project. And I can tell you one thing. In our part, in India, you know how many are the serious filmmakers? In Bombay industry, we could say the Bollywood, every day, without a single day, around 12 projects launched every day without fail. That comes to about how much? 4,000 movies. They launched, but they hardly complete even one schedule or 1% of the film. Because out of that producers, they're hardly, I think it's so, not even 2% people are serious in filmmaking. This way and that way, they have different interests altogether. Filmmaking itself is a very expensive affair. This is your opinion. But now Indian film industry has proved if the subject and the screenplay is written on the basis of the audience behavior, your film will be 100% successful. You must have taken a lot of, there are a lot of examples. Vicky Donors recently released. I remember there was one movie, Khosla Ka Khosla. Khosla Ka Khosla was produced way back, about say about 14 years back, just with a budget of 2.5 crores. That producer didn't have money to repay for the travel expenses and other things, and he canned that movie and keep it at his own home. One day, these UTV people, Roni, he called up. He saw that movie and is ready to purchase that movie for worth of 6 crores. And he got approximately 75 crores out of that movie. Vicky Donor was produced with just only 4.5 crores and earned more than 69 crores. So this is a very small amount if you compare to the Hollywood and Asian film industry. Very, very small amount. 60 crores is nothing. Is nothing. Not even 10 million. It's nothing. If we compare with 1500 crores or 2000 crores of Hollywood movies, I'm just telling you in Indian rupees crores. If you go into the millions, it crosses hundreds, hundreds and hundreds. The again thing is the same, square one. Why they are making movies worth of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars? Whether it's a Warner Brothers or 20th Century Fox or Colombian Films or MGM people, they have a very vast team of screenplay writers. Every day I'm getting approximately 4 to 5 mails of world-class screenplay writers for the reviews of their screenplays. Because they have a very big, very vast team of the screenplay writers, because out of that screenplay writers, there are about 4 different people, those who are only working on human psychology. Whether you say Avatar or Titanic or whatever the latest movies. Because their pre-production time is approximately 4 to 6 years of one movie. They take pre-production for 4 to 6 years. And India, recently about 5-6 days back, someone has called me up from Calcutta, and he told me that he wants to make a movie on Purvia side, that Bihar side, a Bengali film. And I asked him budget, what's your budget? He told me just only 50 lakhs. Just only 50 lakhs he would like to make a movie. Can he provide a good screenplay out of that? Never. I just met one girl just about half an hour back. She told me that she's from final year and she would like to be a screenplay writer, script writer rather, not the screenplay writer. I asked that girl, भाई आप स्क्रिप्ट लिखना चाहते हो एंड डू यू नो द स्क्रिप्ट एंड स्क्रीन प्ले क्या है, वन लाइन क्या है? उसने नहीं सर मुझे ये मालूम नहीं है कि स्क्रिप्ट क्या होती है, स्क्रीन प्ले राइटर क्या होता है, मुझे ये नहीं मालूम, लेकिन मैं लिखना चाहती हूँ, मैं स्क्रिप्ट लिखना चाहती हूँ. Then I ask her, you first learn what is screenplay writer, what is screenplay. First of all, you have to learn what is screenplay. And she asked me, sir, what is screenplay? Then I told her, do you know the human psychology? Do you know audience behavior, what kind of audiences? Because audiences keep changes after every 5 to 6 years. After every 5 to 6 years, you'll find the same audience will like one movie, and the same movie if will preview after 5 6 years, he doesn't like that movie. Say no, 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 yeah. Movie अच्छी नहीं है ये, बेकार movie है, because he liked that movie already 5 years back, and that movie already earned a lot of millions and millions of rupees. Because audience behavior changes as per the time, as per the time factor, and time factor is due to the communications only. Because mindset is always changes as per the communication, mode of communication. If you like old movies like Pakiza about 35 years back, if I showed you again, you hardly like that movie because your mindset has changed. That's why each and every director or the writer, they have to understand the latest mindset of a human being. I asked one day, long time back, very famous film producer and director, long time back, Dev Sahab and Manoj Kumar. Dev Sahab, I met him in England. I said, Dev Sahab, you are making movies every year. First of all, I would like to know from where you are getting funds. Because from last almost 25 years, there is hardly one movie where you are getting money. And all movies are in loss. From where you are getting this all money? And he told me, no, I have a lot of fans. They finance me. Then he asked me one thing. Mike, tell me one thing. Am I a bad director or good director? You just tell me one thing. Am I a good director or bad director? Do you have any answer of that? So I said, sir, it's very difficult to give you answer of this. Whether you are a good director or bad director. No, no, just tell me one thing. Am I a bad director or good director? I simply, I waited for 2 3 minutes, just look at here and there. Sir, you're a gentleman, you're an excellent person. No, you just tell me whether I'm a good director or bad director. No, sir, you are a very good director. कहता yes, I'm a very good director. लेकिन भाई क्या है, हमारी तो पिक्चरें नहीं चलती. मैंने कहा, you just tell me, should I say you're a bad director? No, 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 no. I'm a very good director. The people, audience are not good. Audience are bad. Because if they like me, they like my guide and other movies, why not they're liking my other movies, latest movies? I'm the same director, same person, same way of making of movies. Then I can say, Dev Sahab, sir, आप तो बहुत अच्छे हैं, पब्लिक का माइंडसेट चेंज हो गया है. माइंडसेट हुआ चेंज ड्यू टू कम्युनिकेशन से, और कम्युनिकेशन के मोड बहुत चेंज हो गए हैं. When you were producing movies and directing movies at that time, TV was not there. Internet was not there. Web design was not there. Web was not there. Communication is so easy. You you have everything in your hands, all world in your hands. Now you simply switch on your cell, will come to know about the Hollywood, India or England and everywhere. You know the filmmaking. I remember about 20, 25 years back, people dying to watch shootings. Now each and everyone knows how to shoot. What's the way outs? What is filmmaking? Everyone knows what is filmmaking. Everyone knows what is this all Katrina Kaif or Priyanka Chopra, what kind of makeup they are doing, what kind of shooting they are doing, what kind of filmmaking. They know everything. They are so aware of filmmaking. At that time, it was a craze. It was a craze. Craze about the filmmaking, craze about the filmmakers, craze about the directors, craze about the audience, craze about the artists, craze about the actor actresses. Because at that time the communication mode was only one, either newspaper or the radio. Then time changes, TV comes, came to the picture. Then slowly everything is your hands. My point is, and I'm just requesting my all new filmmakers or would-be filmmakers. There are few people who are already, I think, must be here, those who are in this world filmmaking. Whenever you're planning to make a film, you have to understand the basic concept and the mindset of a human being and the audience behavior of the audience and psychology of an audience, because it keeps changes. So I congratulate to all your faculty, students, young students, you know, they're really very good organizers, because I have seen a lot of film festivals where they have a lot of enthusiasm. And definitely in another 3 to 4 years, definitely I will have the privilege to preview their films in other film festivals, definitely. It might be in on international platform, or might be having the films from these all students. If you have anything in your mind about the filmmaking, because they are given a very small subject about the human or about the audience behavior and the human psychology. Otherwise, I can tell you a lot of other things about the filmmaking and others, you know. Because if you would like to compete with the world, we have to compete with ourselves first. If we compete with ourselves first, we have to understand ourselves first. So if you would like to know anything about filmmaking, they can ask me anything. Yeah. You know, this is 101 first year. We have started 1913 this film industry in India. If you look little bit, you know, what 20, 25 years back, or about 30, 35 years back, there is very great difference about the technology between Indian technology, filmmaking technology, as well as the worldwide film technology. Because we have to update ourselves every day to day, every day to day. Nowadays, filmmaking is a easy process. Is easy. Process is very easy nowadays. Very, very easy. Film, right from filmmaking to film processing to editing, and editing to the release of that movie. Filmmaking in past was a very difficult process. Very difficult process and expensive also. Very, very expensive. Nowadays filmmaking is not expensive because we have different parts of filmmaking. One is casting, another is technology, and third thing is equipment. Equipment is not very expensive. Processing is not very expensive. Now the maximum part is casting. But if you compare with 30, 40 years back or 50 years back, when my father was a cameraman to Surab Modi, at that time my father salary was just 70 rupees. And he was with him almost 23 years. And nowadays one cinematographer takes approximately, the good cinematographer of films takes about 2 crores for one project. Though that time the technology was very difficult. Equipments or cameras and editing was expensive as well as difficult to handle. Though the salary was just only in peanuts, just nothing. Nowadays technology is easy, equipments are easy, not so expensive, salaries are like anything. One ad cinematographer takes approximately lakh rupees for 8 hours. This is the difference of today's world and the past. That's why, in my speech, I told you, before making a film or commercials or whatever, you have to understand the human psychology. Because if you are a good cinematographer, or if you are a very good director, if your commercials or your films or docus flops, it was your flop, not the technology. Initially, when these all people, whatever, I remember about old filmmaking, very great director and producer called the Yash Chopra. He was basically from Lahore. And he came back in 1944 to Bombay. And my dad, he came in 1939 to industry because in that time, film industry, they just shifting from Kolkata to Bombay, that era around. Yes, Chopra, he came from Lahore, and when Surinder Kapoor, father of Anil Kapoor, and my father and 2 more people, कुछ काम नहीं होता था इनके पास में, they used to sit in a park, simply, and share one tea with 2 people. They didn't have money, didn't have much money. एक वाइफ के साथ 2 बच्चे, एक बच्चे थे सबको. They didn't have money. They decided to make a movie. Yes, Chopra बोला यार I want to make a movie, फिल्म बनानी है. My father was called the Mistry Madan Babu. My father was Madan Babu. मदन यार फिल्म बनाएं, क्या करें? उसने कहा मेरे पास तो 3 रुपए पड़े हैं. Can you make a movie with 3 rupees? You make it. कहता you have 3 rupees, I don't have even 1 rupee. Not even 1 paisa, 5 paisa. Sundar Kapoor says I don't have the money. So what to do? ऐसा first of all एक स्क्रिप्ट राइटर को लेकर आते हैं. Again on the same position, screenplay writer, writing script. एक स्क्रिप्ट राइटर को डालते हैं. They hired one script writer that we will give you food for 10 days. We don't have money, but we will give you food for 10 days. My wife will cook and you will eat that food for 10 days. Writes a script and a script to the screenplay. He finished that screenplay in 35 days. You know why? Because he's getting food every day. So he decided, yeah, if I finish my script within 10 days, then what I will eat after 10 days. So he took another 25 days, intentionally. And finished that script in 35 days and completed screenplay and handed over to whom? To Yash Chopra. Okay, you directed. You directed this movie. Mother, you know the camera, you do the camera. I am a script writer. These are two actors. And I know Ashok Dada. Ashok Kumar will come and he will work for us. This is the way. And nowadays, scenery has totally changed. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Once again, congratulations for your great efforts. Wish you all the best for your film festival and see you soon. Take care. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom.
Wow. We just got some interesting feedback from our online audience watching the show. Amazing session by Mr. Mike Berry. I'd say I'm a fan, sir. Such a good speaker. Just loved your session.
Truly.
Well, moving on to the final two segments of our show. We do believe in the idea of saving the best for the last. And believe us people, we actually have.
The final two segments are the official international entries for the fiction category, along with the premiere of the 2008 Korean film Miracle of a Giving Fool, directed by Mr. Kim Jeong. Our team worked days and nights to arrange these films from various corners of the world. We received entries from 8 countries worldwide, including Sri Lanka, Albania, the United Kingdom, Spain, Brazil, Denmark, and New Zealand. After the nomination rounds, there were many good films that got filtered out due to the intensity of the competition. So in the next segment, we present the top 3 international short fiction films which will compete for the cash award of rupees 25,000, the glorious FirstFrame trophy, and the bragging rights for an entire lifetime.
So the first film in this category is about the final few hours of a life of a suicide bomber. The film is titled Selvi and is directed by Lekha Edrisinghe from Digital Film Academy Sri Lanka. I'm excited to find out what this film is all about. So ladies and gentlemen, here's presenting Selvi.
ஆயத்தமாகி 1 ஹவர்ல அந்த இடத்துக்கு போங்க.
ஹலோ 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 செல்வி, நீங்களும் கத்துக்கிறீங்க. இலக்கை இன்னொரு நாள் மாத்தியாச்சு. குண்டை நீ கவனமா வச்சிரு.
couldn't have asked for a better start to this international segment. What a power-packed show. Team First Frame sends its love and regards to all the directors of all these films. Cheer up, people. Can we have a huge round of applause for Miss Lekha Eduri Singhe?
That movie was really moving.
Moving on. The insurgents may have had something underneath their fighting spirit, quite apart from their common cause. Dreams that each of them could call their own. They set them aside and rose in unison to achieve their common ends. Yet, we could assume that in their last hour, the dreams that they lived for submerged the causes they determined to die for and were encrypted in the glint of their eyes. Probably the assassins may have been decoding them. Even today, the memories of the assassins may be haunted by the living dreams of the dead. The second film from the international fiction category is a film titled Dreams, Weavers and Viewers, directed by Nayani Chandra Singhe from Digital Film Academy, Sri Lanka. People enjoy this film.
සර් මතකද මාව?
හරියට නිච්චයක් නෑ. පොඩ්ඩක් මතක් කරපම් බලන්න.
ඇයි සර්? අර කැම්පස් එකේ සෙට් එක අර බෝක්කුවක් යට ඉඳලා අරන් ආවේ.
හරි. මට මතකයි. හුඟෙන්. උඹ නේද අර දොස්තර විභාගෙ ලියන්න හිටපු එක?
ඔව් සර්.
උඹලා මාර බජාරික බං. උඹලා පස්සනාගෙන් එකෙක් කට ඇරියේ නෑනේ. උඹලගේ වචනයක් ඇදලා ගන්න මම මොන දහදුකක් වින්දද?
එහෙම තමයි සර් අපේ උන් එකා වගේ. පාවලා දුන්නොත් නම් මරණය.
උඹලා පස්සනා අර ගහලා දාන්න අප වෙලාවේ අර පැනපුම් දෙන්න.
කවුද සර් පැන්නේ?
උඹලා කවුද හිටියේ?
කරුයි, සරතුයි, ගුණෙයි, රිලවයි.
ආන්න හරි. සරතුයි ඔය රිලවද වඳුරද කියන එක.
උන් දෙන්න පැනස් සර්.
එකෙක් පැනලා දුවද්දි මඩපුවක් වලක වැටිලා ගොඩ ගන්නකොට ගන්ධ අස්සාරේ බැනාවල ගෙනල්ලා වෙඩි තිබ්බ.
රිලවද?
නෑ අනිකා.
ඒ කියන්නේ සර එතකොට රිලව?
ඌ මට දුන්න දුක මම කොමිෂන් ගානේ ගාටලා කට උතර දීලා අන්තිමට උසාවිත් ගියා.
එතකොට ඌ
මට විතරක් නෙවෙයි ආණ්ඩුවටත් ලොකු වාතයක් වුණා. අන්තිමට අමාත්‍යංශික ලොකු පට්ටමක් දීලා තමයි කට වැහුවේ. දැන් ඌ ලොක්කෙක්. ඌට හරි ගියා බං.
මං හිතන්නේ නෑ සර්. ඌ ඔය වගේ 2.50 පක්කලි වැඩ කරයි කියලා.
අනේ කයි තාම්බං. ඌ දැන් අම්මා අප්පා එක්ක ඔය රජ සැපට ඉන්නේ. මොකද?
මට අම්මා මතක් වුණා සර්.
උඹට දැන්ද අම්මා මතක් වෙන්නේ?
නෑ සර්. සර් තුවක්කුව මන් දිහාට දික් කරපු වෙලාවෙ ඉඳලා කඳු ගෙහිච්ච අම්මගේ මූණ මතක් වුණා සර්. උන්ද හැන්දෑවට නාලා ආපුවම කපුවෙන් එන කපුරු සුවඳ. අම්මා දහදුක්කින්ද සර්.
උඹට අම්මගේ පපුවෙන් එන කපුරු සුවඳක් දැනුණාද? අපේ හිතුවේ උඹලට දැනුනේ පස්වල නැවුම් සුවඳ විතරයි කියලා.
පස් නිකම් සුවඳ වෙන්නේ නෑනේ සර්. පස් සුවඳ වෙන්නේ ඒ මිනිස්සු පොළවත් එක්ක පොර බදපු හින්දා. කාට පිපිච්චි අත්වල කේඩෑරි ගතිය, කැඩිච්ච නියපොතු, පැදුරට වැටෙති ටිකි ගාන ඇටකටු. මට ඕන උනේ උන්දගේ ඇඟේ පතේ අමාරුවට එක බෙහෙත් වෙලා දෙන්න විතරයි.
ඇති බා. ඇති.
ඇයි සර්?
මටත් මගේ අම්මා මතක් වුණා බා.
අපි හැමෝටම ඒ දවස්වල සර්ගේ අම්මාව මතක් වුණා.
චාන්දිනී හරි මං ඔබට මොනවත් කරන්නේ නැහැ බං
මට හුස්ම ගන්න බෑ යකෝ.
මම උන්ට කිව්වා ගන්න ෆන් එකක් අරන් උඹට පණ පිටින් ඉන්න දෙන්න කියලා. උඹට සීන ඇතුළට පස්සේ උඹව මේ වතුර ටැංකියට දමලා. උඹට ටැංකිය ඇතුළේදීම හුස්ම ගියා.
සිහිය නැතුනේ නිකම්ම කියලාද හිතන්නේ? මේක
ඒ ගැන මම කියන්න දන්නේ නැහැ. ඕක ඒ කාලේ ජනප්‍රිය වැඩක් නේ.
එතකොට මෙතන හැමදේම සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඔබ දන්නේ නැතුව. දැන් ඒක තියෙන්නේ එතන.
මම ඕකට මගේ අංග ජාතිය ඇර වෙන මොනවත් දාලා තියෙනවත් නෑනේ.
කට වහපන්. තොට පේන්න තමයි හැමදේම සිද්ධ වුනේ. උඹට ඕන තිබුණා නතර කරන්න. දුක හිතුන්නේ නැද්ද පොඩ්ඩක්?
දුක හිතුණා බං.
ඒ හින්දාද මරණකම් බලාගෙන හිටිය හිතප්පපුවට තු.
එතකොට උන් මං ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ? මේ වගේ සාමාන්‍ය දෙයක්වත් දරා ගන්න බැරි නිලධාරියෙක් කියලා. ඒක ඒ කාලේ හැටියට අපේ මොරාල් එකට හොඳ නැහැ.
ඉතින් කිසි වැරද්දක් නොකරපු මාව ගෙනල්ලා පද්ද දීලා සතෙක් වගේ මරලා දැම්මා.
උඹ කරපු වරද්ද තමයි බං උඹ ලස්සන වෙච්ච එක. ඒකයි උඹ ඉස්සුවේ. ඒ කාලේ හැටියට එහෙම දෙයක් නොකළා නම් විප්ලවයෙන් අපිට මොනවද ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ? අඩුවනේ පස්සේ හිතලවත් සන්තෝෂ වෙන්න මොනවා හරි තියෙන්න එපාය. අනම්මනම් ඕන නැහැ. ඇත්ත කියපන්. ඒ කාලේ මං හොඳ නැද්ද?
උඹට ළමයි ඉන්නවද?
උන්දන් ලොකු ටැං වල.
එකෙක්වත් උඹ නම් වෙන්න බෑ. ගෑණි පිට ගින් හදාගන්න නැති.
මොකද්ද තෝ කිව්වේ?
වලත්තය. තොට පුළුවන් දෙකෝ ගෑණියෙක්ව සතුටු කරන්න. සුරංගයි. දඬු අණුවක් වගේ ඇඟට හිර වෙලා හපයක් වෙද්දි. මට මතක් වුණේ සුරංගයිගේ ඇස් දෙක. ඇස් දෙක තියෙන පොඩි එකෙක් හදාගන්න. මොන තරම්නම් හීන මැව්වද මම. හෙත් මං අන්තිමට බය හිටියේ. තෝ වගේ වලත්තෙක් මගේ ඇතුලේ හැදේ කියලා.
ඌ ගාව අමුතු එකක් තියෙන්නේ නැති.
ඔව්. ආදරේ.
මං උඹට කළා හොඳ වැඩි.
How's that? අනිසා දෙන්නකෝ.
එන්න එපා ළඟට.
හරි දෙන්නකෝ.
එන්න එපා ළඟට.
දෙකක් දාලා දෙන්න. අනිත් දෙන්නකෝ.
ඇත්තනෝ.
අනිත් තව දෙකක් දාලා දෙන්නකෝ. අනිසා දෙන්නකෝ. අනෝ මිස්. එයා අපිට කොහොනේ කියන්නේ? පන්තියේ කොල්ල ඔක්කොම පිස්සුවල්ලිද්දි මම එයාට ආදරේ කළා. පන්තියේ වැඩිපුර ලකුණු දාගෙන මට ඕනේ පොර වෙනස. එයා දෙතුන් පාරක් එපා කියන දේ කළාට පස්සේ එයාගේ මූණට ලේ පිරෙනවා. ඇස්වලට කඳුළු පිරෙනවා. පුදුම ලස්සනක් සර්.
අබලන් යක්කු. ඕකද තොපේ විප්ලවේ. තමන්ට උගන්න ටීචර්ට ලයින් දාන එක.
සර් විප්ලවී ඔළුවේ ආදරේ හිතේ. මේ ඇස්වලින් ආදරේ එළියටයි කියලා මං උඩවත් බැලුවේ නෑ සර්. මං ආසම නිල්මල් සාරිය ඇඳගෙන එයා අවස්තික පිරය ගෙන්නවා. පන්තියේ පේලියක් ගාන යන ගමන් ඇස් නට්ටව කැම්පස් එකේ ආසිතින කතන්දර කිව්වා. මගේ ඔළුවට කලින් ඇස් ඉස්සර වෙයි කියලා සර් මං ඉස්සලා බැලුවේවත් නෑ සර්.
උඹලා ගොරක ගහට පොදියට ඉඳෙද්දි අල්ලගත්තා. රොත්තම.
මගේ මුළු ඇඟම වෙවුලුම් කෑවස. අනෝ මිස් ගොරක ගහ යට ඇවිල්ලා මම හයියෙන් බදාගත්ත සර්. මං සර් ඉස්සලා තදින්ම ඒ තැමිලි පාට තොල් එක මං උරාගත්ත සර්. මේ අනේ ඔලුවට බහිද්දි සර් ඒ තැමිලි පාට සේරම මං උරාගෙන ඉවරයි.
මෙහාට වරේ උ ගලවල දාන්න.
මං හිතන්නේ නෑ සර්.
මෙහාට වරේ මම නේ බං උක ගැව්වේ. මම නේ උක ගැව්වේ. උඹ ඇදම පස්ස.
සර් අතරලා දාමු සර්. මේක ගලවන්න බෑ. මේක ගහලා තියෙන්නම ගලවන්න බැරි වෙන්නේ. මේ ගලවගත්තෙත් බොහොම හිමි අමාරුයි. මේ
මගේ අම්මෝ
මං කරපු නැති ඒවත් කිව්වා සර්. සර්ලමද මේ හොයාගත්තේ?
ඔව්. අපි මේක එක්ස්පෙරිමන්ට් කරලා හොයාගත්තේ.
සර් පේටන්ට් ගන්න තිබුණේ. පිට රටකට අයිතිය විකුණලා හොඳ ගාණක් ගන්න තිබුණා.
මට නිදා ගන්න ඉඩ දීපල්ලා. උඹලගේ මහේ වුණුත් සැපට බුදි. ඇයි මං විතරක් උඹලගේ විකාර හීනේ? මට නිදා ගන්න ඉඩ දීපල්ලා.
It wasn't that spooky.
Really?
I literally got goosebumps.
Same here. Actually, I can hear some tummies grumbling something. So all the empty tummies, go steal the deal of these exciting combos waiting for you on the second floor. Grab your wrap, rush, 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 hurry up people. Exciting offer by Apollo Tropical. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
පෙන්නේ ගඟ කාලන්නේ හැට වේලා මල් පෙන්නේ ගඟ කාලන්නේ හැට වේලා මැණිකේ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා මැණිකේ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා හඳ වැටෙන්නේ පිණි අවුරුවල කුලි වේලා හඳ වැටෙන්නේ පිණි අවුරුවල කුලි වේලා ඔබ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා ඔබ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා පාරේ කැවුනාට සුවදේ තාර නැන්නේ ඇලවිලා රෝදේ පාර නැන්නේ ලියවිලා සුවදේ දාර නැව් ගියත් ගැඹුරු මූදේ තනු ගාලන්නේ ස්වර සාගරේ රැලි ගාසා තනු ගාලන්නේ ස්වර සාගරේ රැලි ගාසා ඔබ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා ඔබ නිසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා මන්නාන්නේ සතුටු ගඟේ දිය බුංගසා මන්නාන්නේ සතුටු ගඟේ දිය බුංගසා ආලය නසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා ආලය නසා ඔබ ගිය නිසා
Well, now that was a masterpiece for all of you. For the information of the judges and the audience, the film was titled When Tarkovsky Meet Godard. The story talked about how nature explores the human being's most senile moments. This was the last film of the international fiction category. So could we please have a huge round of applause for the director?